Okay guys, welcome back to Horseshoe Mountain Ranch. On today's agenda, we're going to do a little trimming with the bush hog. You can see when you mow the fields out here in the part of the country where we've got a lot of trees, you can't really get close to the edges. And it's not really productive anyway. I mean, there's almost no grass over there under the trees in the shade. But down here, we've got this, I don't know, it's called some kind of mint. It's not the kind of mint you'd make tea out of. But, I mean, it gets waist deep and it's just a mess. And so once a year, you got to come around, because like right now is mid-August. It's pretty dry. None of this stuff's going to grow much after this. So right now you can start doing your annual cleanup of the stuff that only has to be mowed once a year. And so we're going to start on some of that today. We'll just knock off little bits at a time till we get it all done. So I'm going to stick y'all in the back window of the tractor and let you watch a little bit. Okay, now we're going. And it's a lot of backing up and pulling forward. Thankfully, we got one of them kind of transmissions that you don't have to clutch all the time. And so that speeds it up a lot. But it's kind of an obstacle course because there's limbs down, there's limbs hanging in your way. You know, it's quite a mess. You know, I guess in a perfect world, I'd have the time to come back here and push it all up into piles with the loader bucket or something. But right now, that's just not in the works. You know, still have a darn old job in town to go to, and so, you know, that there's only so much you can do and do that too. So, but we'll whittle out what we can. Cows really like to lay down here in the shade in the afternoons. It's a pretty nice area to get, lots of shade, and it's at the neighbor's fence, so they can visit with the neighbor's cows, even though we prefer they didn't do that. But you know, there ain't much you can do about it. Hopefully the neighbor's got his well vaccinated, so we ain't passing anything through the fence. So there's a big dead limb hanging down. We got a mess. But the biggest problem for me with doing stuff like this, you're having to turn around halfway in the seat of the tractor, and you know, you're twisted around there. You know, you're lucky if you don't get a crick in your neck. But and now, let's see, just get under them limbs. I'm going to have to do some finagling here. Turn around and go this other way a little while. So I can't fit the tractor underneath any of the limbs. Trees can be more problem than they're worth. Sometimes it feels like. And, you know, I know y'all can't see out the front, but it's a tight fit back here. The loader's barely clearing trees up here on the other end of me. on the other side. Makes for really slow going, but there's really no choice. It's about the only way you can do this. I know this is some really exciting stuff to watch, but you know, if you're thinking of having a small farm, this is the kind of thing that's in your future. Some of it is going to be boring, some of it's going to be hard work, some of it's going to be dirty, but that's just all part of the joy of farming and ranching. You know, it's not for everybody. Today, well, and for a few days here, it's supposed to hit 100 degrees, and we have pretty high humidity here to go with that, so it's pretty unpleasant outside right now. So this was one of them times where, since I've got a cab tractor, it was a really nice time to do this. Just sit in the air conditioning, and at least you can be productive in some manner. A couple more passes and I'll get off and close this out for you. Now I'll be able to show you what we got done. The transformation. Okay. Get down these steps. Alright. You can see we went from that to this. Much better. So I only got like a couple thousand more feet to go. So anyway, guys, just wanted to let you see how we took care of things like this. You know, and this is a yearly job. We've got a lot of places that we do this way. We've got tree lines. Almost every fence line's got trees, you know, and that's thousands of feet. We've got a few acres of woods up that way that we clean in and out of it, every couple years. Really, there's nothing productive for the cows in there, and they go in there like during storms and stuff to hide. And there's a little pond in there. On another side of the property, we've got a couple wet ravines areas that you have to wait till August, September in a dry year to be able to mow those. But you know, we wish the whole place could look like that, but it don't, and probably nobody else's does either. We just do what we can with what we got. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. And if you got the time, stop by again. I'll leave the gate open for you.